Welcome to Power Mix FM. This is Michael Walker with another show for you today. It is Friday. How many's ready for football? Tonight is Friday Night Lights. Several area games that will be playing, and I am looking forward to football here 2021. And with me again is Samantha. Samantha, are you ready?
I am ready. My favorite time of the year.
I can't wait. We just got a few hours, and the season will be kicking off. And I am looking forward to football. But Samantha, we got lots of things to talk about tonight. I know there are going to be lots of people going out and things like this, and they want to know about the weather. The weather forecast for today is giving a good chance of rain anytime, all day, up to kickoff. It's going to be 55% up till 7 o'clock, and then it drops down to about 20%. So we got rain in the forecast, and yesterday we had some flooding. Even Phil Campbell, College Road, had some problems there, and I know up in Florence they had some issue. The thing is, how is our football fields going to be?
Yeah, hopefully they have really good draining systems because, I mean, it can make a difference. And I know you mentioned College Road and Phil Campbell, and I think a railroad washed out there as well, which is, hard to do. They got a lot of rain in a short amount of time. So,
And you know that we had so much rain that that Phil Campbell and Philip was going to play Friday, but they was worrying about the weather, and then they canceled it to Thursday. And now they had call off the game
yeah.
because of the weather. So, do you think tonight games is going to be affected by the weather, all the rain that we have this week?
I think as long as as long as it's not lightning, that I think they'll still play. I know some high school boys love, just getting out there and getting dirty. So, I think everything should go as planned as long as we don't see severe storms. If you've been to a football game where it's a rain delay, I think every lightning strike is 30 minutes. You have to wait, so that can be a headache. But just know that going out that is a possibility.
And Alabama weather, we need to be prepared, even though they're saying that the rain should be good by kickoff. Our weather can change anytime in Alabama, so I encourage you to bring umbrellas,
Ponchos, rain
ponchos.
jackets,
Yeah,
and the bleachers are going to be wet.
yes,
They're going to
it's
be
going to
wet, so
be
just
wet.
prepare for that. Bring something to sit on.
And it seems like the older I get, the harder they get.
But we should be thankful that it won't be as hot.
Yes,
Because it could be 100 degrees
yes.
out there and the sun setting on your face.
So that it will be good to have a little bit of clouds, keep the heat down for tomorrow. But let's look at our first game, and we talk about this Monday. I'm excited about Havel. We got some good teams, good matches for the very first Friday Night Lights in our county, and we got Havel. They're going to be the Havel Lions going to be traveling to play against the Addison Bulldogs.
Yeah, and that one's a little strange. I don't hear of that happening often. Haleville traveling to Addison and playing Addison, but I think that's really good. Those are both really good schools in the county, so it should be an interesting matchup.
Well, the Bulldogs better be ready because Haleville Lions will be bringing their fans all the way to Addison, and they will pack out that side with their faithful followers. And it's going to be a good game, but I must be honest with you, Samantha. I'm worried about the field, about being dry. It's going to be wet. I feel like we're going to see some fumbles. We may see
Definitely.
some interception. Hopefully,
We just don't want to see injuries.
no, we want our players to be safe on both teams. We want a good game, good turnout, and have a good time watching our kids enjoying the sport that they love. We don't want no injuries. I can't wait for the session stands to be open for the good football food, and they will have it there at Addison. But I am concerned about how they will play because the field's going to be wet, and some fields don't drain as good as others. And there, I feel like that we're going to see a lot of mistakes. You do have a lot of mistakes at the first games and things like this, but I wonder how the rain's going to play. Will we see a loss of fumbles? Will we see a loss of missed throws and interception because of the weather and the rain and things like this?
Yeah, we most likely will, and it's a bad thing, but I guess if you're a football player, it could be a good thing because if you naturally fumble the ball, you can just blame it on the weather this week, and no one will know any different. So you'll have a week to try to make that better. If you miss a catch that you weren't going to catch, you can just blame it on a wet ball or things like that. So But yeah, it'll definitely impact. So I guess we'll see which teams are able to withstand, the weather and things like that, and who's tough enough to pull it out.
Well, I say it once and I'm gonna say it again. I don't think Addison Bulldog are any chance against the Lions defense. I think the Lion defense wall will shut down the Addison Bulldog. I feel like the offense will pull through with their running game and do a good job. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Haleville, but this does, I'm worried of this because I do go back, I'm gonna say a few years, but I guess it's more than a few years. And Haleville's opening game was Phil Campbell. Do you remember?
Yes.
And they lost. So I want to say Haleville's gonna pull it through, and that's who my pick is gonna be. But I think it'll be a really good matchup because Addison's tough at everything they do.
Yeah, Addison. They are known for the volleyball, and volleyball season had just started, and they have won some state champions in the girl volleyball team. Done a fantastic job representing their school, our county, and so they do got some athletes over there. But I'm gonna say something. So does Halo. Halo has had some good girls sports such as softball that had went to state and won state, and I'm gonna say tonight I'm giving Hale the win. And I'm going with 18 points. It could be. I'm gonna tell you something. It could be more than that.
I think it's gonna be a little bit closer. I think Addison, they do everything with intention, and they're pretty good. And I don't see, a lot of people beating Addison by that much. So I'm gonna keep it close. I'm gonna say maybe one touchdown.
Nah, I'll give it 18. 18 or more.
We'll see.
We see. And I want to encourage all of y'all who are part of the Power Mets family that you go to Facebook and keep us up with the score. There's lots of people who come to Facebook and look at the football score. So I encourage you, if you will, to support the family. Put the score at halftime. I know there are going to be several of you at the game over there at Addison. Please come back and let us all know what the score is at halftime, how we're doing, and especially at the end of the game. We all want to know. So for those that don't get to head that way because of the weather or anything like this. And I know there's some people worrying about COVID. Just remember, the school require you to wear a mask. Please do so. They just want to protect you and your family and the students. So we encourage you. If they say you got to wear a mask, please do it and social distance. So we need to remember that. So they just there to want to make sure that you're healthy and your family's healthy and your kids are safe. So. Now, the next school that we're going to be looking at is Lynn, and Winston County is playing. So Lynn will be traveling to Double Springs, Winston County. Lynn Bear is facing the Yellow Jacket. What do you think about this game?
I think no matter what, it's going to be a very entertaining game. It's two rival schools. Surprised they're doing it straight out of the gate right here at the beginning of the season, but I can guarantee it's going to be a packed house whether it rains or not, and it's going to be entertaining to watch. This one will be a close one. Will be a close one.
It'll be a close one, but I want you to know something. The Lynn Bears coming for a fight. They're going to be traveling from Lynn, and they're coming. They want to come back with a victory. But like you said, it's going to be a fight. If they're going to get a victory, they're going to have to earn it. They're going to have to come to Winston County, because Winston County not going to lay down and just give it to them. My concern is for the game is the weather, the field being wet, and things like this. And let's be honest, Samantha, the past 2 years, Winston County has had a problem with penalties.
That's right.
So we have seen a loss of penalty at Winston County, and they're going to have to be on their toes against this Lynn Bear. Lynn Bear, like I said, they're coming for a fight, and I look at it like this. If Winston County don't get control of their penalties, if they go out there and have a bunch of penalty against them, the Lynn Bears will come out with a victory. But if they stay on their toes and don't have no penalties, Winston County have a chance to pull it out.
And I think another area that where Winston County really struggles in is special teams.
Yes.
Kicking the extra point or even going for two. That's one area that they usually struggle in. That can win or lose you a ball game.
Winston County's like Alabama. They don't put too much on their special team.
No, not on the
their
kickers.
kicking team.
Mm-mm.
For the past couple of years, Winston County has always tried for 2 points. For 2 points, we haven't really had a kicking team. uh, with Double Springs. But last year they did have a pretty good season. They had some wins and stuff like this. But like I said, if they can control the ball, if they don't get too many penalties and go out there and play, and don't get too carried away, and have a strong defense, run the ball since the weather like it is, they have a good chance to pull out. But if they go out there lagging and they go out there and have a bunch of penalty, I'm telling you right now, Lynn Bear will pull it out with a victory, and they will go home with a victory.
Yeah, and like I said, I think it'll be a close one, but I predict Lynn to win this one.
I predict Lynn also to win this one. Very close game. It could be anywhere from 7 points to 3 points. What do you score you give?
Yeah, and it could be one. I mean, that special teams could make a difference.
And I'll tell you something else, Samantha, and you tell me what you think. I think what will tell the tale for the ball game will be the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and that's usually how it goes. You want to see how a team is going to open up, and you kind of want to see how they end. And I think one difference is just going to be the fans, the atmosphere that's there. I think that's going to hype the boys up, give them a little bit of adrenaline, make them play better. So if you are looking for something to do and you are a Yellow Jacket or you're a Lynn Bear, go out and support them because it means a lot to the boys, and it really does make a difference.
Yeah, go out and support them. I know they're playing for you and for their school, and we want to support our schools. We want to support our team, but most importantly, we want to respect one another. We want everyone to go home safe and with no problems. So let's go out there and have fun. Now, before we go any further, let's say this. I want to say a big shout out to the bands of Winston County. Our bands in our county are fantastic. Samantha, I tell you, halftime they do a fantastic show. And I tell you, I look forward to the halftime show that they do.
Yeah, they do. I would say one of the best bands in the county. Addison has a really good one too, and Meek and Lynn as well. But Winston County always puts on a show, and so that is one thing that's very exciting.
Yeah. And I must say the Havel Line does also. It's very entertaining. And I want you to know something. I love a school that can get you excited playing in the stadium. I tell you what, playing some of them good songs that they do, get their players pumped up, but you're not just pumping up the players, you're pumping up the those that's sitting in the bleachers that's cheering on. I just want to do a shout out to all the band directors and all the band. I tell you what, keep up the good work. We're proud of you, and we thank you for the entertainment that you do at the Friday night games and stuff. The next game that we got is going to be Meek High School against Cold Springs. What do you think about that one, Samantha? Now it's going. Let me say this right here. It's going to be Meek's going to be at home on this one.
I think I'm going to go with County. You mentioned before that Cold Springs is more of a basketball school,
Yeah.
so it'll be exciting to see what Meek can do. Being the only county school that's not playing a county team, so.
Well, I'm kind of looking forward to how Meek's doing. For the past few years, their football team haven't been what it could be. Sometimes you have a rebuilding season and things like this. Now, Cold Spring has always been known for their basketball. They're more of a basketball school. But, with Meek being at home, Meek should have the advantage on this. But they're going to need the support of their fans behind them to pull them through. There again, I must say, you're going to have to watch out. First game jitters. You're going to have to watch out for mistakes and run your routes and things like you ought to. I know you're prepared, but sometimes we get lots of time that first game jitters until we get that behind us. We kind of settle down. So there again, we're going to have to make sure we don't jump off sides and things like this. And if we get too many penalties, it's going to work against us. And Cold Springs can pull a win out. But I really feel like if Meek just go out there and focus and stay focused, listen to the plays, and go out there and play a good, strong game, don't have too many penalties, run the ball. Tomorrow's going to be running the ball because it's going to be wet. And there are going to be some going to want to pass it and things like this. And there will be some that will pass it. But I'm kind of like how we do Alabama game. Run the ball. But if me go out there and they play a good hard game with less penalties, I look for them to pull it out. But I do think it's going to be a close game.
Yeah, and like I said, it's exciting. I don't really, know what Meek did last year, but it'll be exciting to see how they open up the year.
Yes, it's going to be exciting. So, yesterday, hey, Coach, first one for the season is being played. It played at, I think, at 6:30. So Alabama football is right around the corner, and we got Alabama playing. I think the first Saturday in 2 weeks. Alabama should be playing their first game, and I'm looking forward to that. Roll Tide, and we got some good Auburn fans out there also. War Eagle, that's looking forward for their team to get started. Now Samantha is a Florida Gator fan, has been a Florida Gator. But God bless her. That's all I can say about that. But I know everyone's getting excited about football season getting started, college fits to be started. But go out and support your high school team. Let them know that you're behind them. Let your kids know you support them. Support your school. Wear your school colors. And let's just have a good first Friday night lights in Winston County. It's going to be an exciting game. But I want to encourage everyone once again, if you will, please come to Power Mix FM Facebook page. Please put down the score. I will have a little area fits for football scores. If you will, just put it in the comments what the Hayville score and Addison score. Keep us up. Anything happens, let us know. And we want to know what's going on for those who are not able to come, those that may be sick. They want to know how their team doing. So we need some family. We need you, the family of Power Mix FM, to let us know, be part of this channel, and let us know, let your voice be heard how the game is being played. But there are some things I want to say before we get off the air. As Samantha, you know that the Alabama Hospital Association has said that we do not have no more ICU bed in our hospital, that our hospitals are full with COVID patients.
Yeah. And we talked about this a little bit before, just how it's worse, and some schools are starting to close down and go virtual for a few weeks and things like that. So, it's getting serious.
And we need to be like I said. If they say wear face masks, social distance, do it. Just be smart. Just think about you're doing this for yourself and others. We're just all we're trying to do is just keep people safe. And like you said, Samantha, there have been some schools that have took off for a week or even longer because they're trying to stop the spread of COVID, because it's really starting to pick up, and now it seems like our kids are getting it, where last year was focused on our senior adults. It seemed like they was the only one getting it. So we need to be praying for our school, holding them up and our kids, and pray Psalms 91, a hedge of protection over them, that God will protect them and watch over them. Are there anything you want to say?
Just, like I mentioned before, it's cheap entertainment, so go out and support these student athletes that are trying really hard to keep as much of their season as they can.
Yes, and support the Secession Stand. Support the band. They do a fantastic job. I tell you, we're looking forward to it. So whatever team that you are from, support them, love them, and be behind them. I'm Michael Walker from Power Mix FM and
Samantha Walker.
And we're looking forward to hearing the score, so y'all let us know. If you know any news around Hayville, let us know. We hope you have a good night. We hope you enjoy the program. But most importantly, if you will, share this show on your Facebook. Let people know that there are a radio station, another radio station in Hayville. It is Power Mix FM. All you have to do is go to our website and you can listen. You can listen on your phone, going to work, listen at home. And I got some exciting news, hopefully to tell you next week on some other ways you can listen to the Power Mix FM. So we want you to get behind that. We want you to listen to it, drive to work or at work, wherever you are at. You can listen to it on vacation, wherever you go. So please do that. Support our website. Go to it. There's a place where you can write stuff for sale, or if you're having a yard sale at the community bulletin board. So please do that. We got local news on there. We got things that's going on in Hayville and things that goes on in our world on there. So please go to our website page, and you can see it on the screen. It's PowerMixFMUSA.com. I'm going to say that again, PowerMixFMUSA.com. So please go there and also share this show on your page because we want to get this growing, and this station is all about you, the listener. That's why we're doing it. So we hope you have a wonderful Friday and a wonderful weekend. Just remember, you made it, and for another weekend. So y'all have a good day and a good Friday night. We see you next time.